Here's the latest test of their muscle. Well, that is not a good sign from a Welsh perspective. A very, very encouraging one if you're South African.
They got their own back there. They look like they wanted to be aggressive on the first scrum. The first scrum, the free kick, because they engaged too quickly. So you've got to wait for the referee's call. And it seemed like they just wanted to go gun-ho and put pressure on Wales. They got their timing right then. They all went off together at the same moment. And when they go with that much power, and you're going backwards, it's very hard to win that call. Great scrum.
I think the feeling is, Sam, that Wilco Lowe has become their best scrummager this year. Robilard's throw to Moslart again at the tail to open up the fast ball to the back should they want it. That's what Vandenberg was exploring. Come round the other side with Sasha Feinberg and Gomezulu. He's tackled by Ben Carter. Dragons lot getting a go today. Here's Steenkamp. Gerhard Steenkamp. Vandenberg and Norkia. Grobler waits. Instead it's the Mostert ahead of him. We look to see Ethan Hooker away on the right-hand side, providing that threat on the width. Feinberg and Gomezulu and Esterhuizen and Willemse. Wales on the ball quickly, and Alex Mann in particular just slowing things down a little bit, but the Springboks are gathering force. We talked of their power game and how Wales need to stand up to this, making metre upon metre. Khaleesi. Visa. Increasing feeling of dread here for Wales as Khaleesi again takes it on, but Wainwright leading the defensive effort. The world champions within 5 metres. Low. Still Ethan Hooker, the threat away to the right, but through the middle they go, and Gerhard Steenkamp. All the muscle and the ball in his first test as a starter, scores the first try here in Cardiff.
I think almost every carry South Africa went forward. Azarati wearing number 3. You've got to get those 2 players in position. He's just a little bit too close to that ruck. I'm not sure if he thinks the pick and go is going to be a little bit tighter, but he just needs to be that little bit wider. You need 2 men either side of that ruck, particularly in the try line. Big men, nice and low, but the gap was way too big. I think it's just fatigue for Wales. So many dominant carries. Looking at all their pack, they can all contribute. It was just a matter of time, and the attack outworked the defence. From an effort perspective, Azarati just flagging just a little bit there in D. Couldn't get into position. South Africa making them pay.
This is Steenkamp. First part of his test year was held up by a knee injury, but he's really made an impact latterly. Back in time to replace Oxen Che. Swept up by the fly half. Another fly half gives it plenty. Hawkins to Murray, who sees plenty of space on that left-hand side. Damien Willemse goes across to gather. And the bounce. Has that gone out? It has. Felt like a really, really good kick until the last couple of revolutions.
You see Glenn Murray identifies the space. One extra couple of metres, that would have been a 50-22 as well. Defends it really well, Damien Willemse. Unfortunately, Wales now had to face the scrum inside their own 40-metre middle of the park.
So with the opening try last Saturday against Ireland, the final link in a chain that stretched out wide to the left wing. Brilliant finish. First try here in the Principality this afternoon, scored by somebody of a slightly different build, the loose head prop, Gerhard Steenkamp.
I think we can see already maybe this first 12 minutes, there's probably 3 aspects of play South Africa are going to pride themselves on. 1 is their physicality carrying off 9, 2 is the scrum, and 3 is the aerial battle. So far, they've been pretty dominant in all 3. You think Wales are going to need to find a foothold in one of those to keep the game to a sort of certain score level?
When has it ever been any different with South Africa? I mean, it's the foundation of their game. It always has been. I love how they have that identity in their game.
It's the Holy Trinity, isn't it? Father, Son and Holy Ghost. And it works out well enough for them most times. And they go again with Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu. Willemse with Hooker away to the right. Hooker, the winner, the try scorer. Off first base. And Ethan Hooker, who graduated to full Springbok status this year, scoring tries. Maybe with some onions, a bit of mustard.
We saw this in Dublin, didn't we? Same play, scrum middle of the park. Nine in motion. This time, it's Willemse. 2-on-1, easy. We saw Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu go himself last week in Dublin. This time, just feels Wales get a bit tight. It's a great finish, identifying the space, using the skill to get the ball there.
Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu, part of his rugby education at Llandudno College. And here he is in Wales, scoring points against Wales. South Africa with a couple of early tries. They lead 14-0. Cheslin Colby and Kirtley Aronson jetted off after last week by this kind of stuff.
I feel this next 10 minutes is absolutely critical for this game for Wales. You know, they've had a few early tries scored against them. They have to stay composed and stay focused, because aside of the...
By now, loading midfield with some big heavy trucks. One by Jean Clay. And that's the break instead from the fly half, and then Khaleesi, one of those trucks. Quickly away by Vandenberg. Loose ball rescued by Mostert, but it will be Wales' possession from the scrum.
It's a running threat of Ngomazulu, isn't it? Loading the midfield. All the Welsh defenders focus on those big men in the midfield. Just opens the gate for Feinberg and Ngomazulu, that show and go. It's a lovely ball to Khaleesi as well. See the running threat of this guy. He's added another dimension to this already dominant Springbok side. When you have that strong a running threat at 10, it just allows you to create space for other people. Or, as we saw then, the eyes of the defence are on other people. You sense that hold for yourself, and it's...
He's pulling the second row's hips together. The back rows want to make sure that that middle line of four with the two second rows, the two flankers is perfectly in line. You're all putting weight through at the same time. South Africa have the size and they're sort of synchronised at the same time, which is why when you have a size disadvantage, it's almost undefendable.
Kick from Feinberg and Ngomazulu, taking Springboks to within 6 metres of the Wales try line. A set-piece test coming up for Wales defence. Norkia brings it down. Esterhuizen, part of this mauling effort. The centre coming into a position he's getting increasingly used to, but Wales have done brilliantly to mess that up.
That's excellent. That's really good defence from Wales. If the ball goes down, obviously the Welsh players don't have to move. They can just carry on holding on to that ball. I didn't see which player managed to get through, but somebody must have snuck through the seams of that jumper and that lifter to get on that ball. Rassie looks a little bit in disbelief.
His first game as head coach, by the way, was against Wales 7 years ago, and Wales won. Gwen van Meulen, not part of this Springbok scrum. We have enough fit and available big bodies here today. Where's this going? In fear for Wales in only one direction, reverse gear. Visa trying to control this. Oh, and gets it down just. Thought for half a second he'd overdone it, but that big left hand stretched out, and off a dominant scrum, the Springboks have their third try.
Yeah, without a doubt, some of the leaders in that pack, when they're awarded that penalty, says there's nothing else we're going to do but go for this scrum. Wales actually get away lightly because it's so dominant. Wales don't take it down, they stay up. It means there's only going to be one penalty infringement maximum, but they score. Had there been repeated penalties, then there might have been a yellow card. So you actually sometimes think you just swallow your medicine, give up that scrum, get back to the halfway line, go again. As a try conceded is better than a sin bin and a try conceded.
Do you think the Wales players think that, Sam? In the middle of that scrum, obviously it sounds quite a bit of a paradox, isn't it? You're scrumming so hard, but you don't want to concede a yellow card. But once you feel that going back, same as a maul, you'd rather concede a try than have a man go to the bin.
Yeah, I think it's more for, say, Azarati and Gareth Thomas, who are your props. It's like, right, we're going backwards. Rather than take this down, let's stay up. If you stay up, at least you stay legal. Often penalties are given when a prop will pull that opposition down, which they want the momentum to stop. And they'd all blame each other for who dragged it down, but they were honest Wales, they stayed up, swallowing medicine.
To do with this, and a side with the ambition not to finish the half here, they'll want to give it one big last blast and see where it might take them. Dialendi takes on the shoulders of Joe Hawkins. Grobler, oh, that's brilliantly taken by Moody, a spinning Moody. Feinberg and Gomezulu, Esterhazen's there. South Africa eager to end this half in the grand fashion. Norkia. Wales in full retreat. Dialende. Moody the threat on this left-hand side. Hooker, as always, away to the right. Esterhazen. Wales conceding the penalty, the offside penalty. Vandenberg up to within 6 metres. Grobelaar. How quickly South Africa have turned this into a position of real promise again as they hunt a fourth before the break. Norkia lays it up for Lowe. Nearly there. Penalty, however. Advantage being played.
Number 3, is that right?
Well, we wondered about South African ambition this close to the half-time oranges, and we saw it there.
Captain, please. Thank you.
Gotta love that from South Africa though, Sam, haven't you? Half-time can wait. It'll come around soon enough. We've got the ball and we have another opportunity.
This is where we've seen that all-court game from South Africa. It's a great break. They execute really well. A couple of 2v1s, passes slip to hand, and they get into that 22, and then it tightens up. And then they go into the ruthless power game. This is the break. Just gets outside, Canan Mooney gets on the outside of Alex Mann, lovely ball back inside to find Gomezulu, and then from this moment they condense and they come in off line, they win that penalty. Nice play from the line break from South Africa.
Coach!
South African voice is saying discipline. They conceded too many free kicks in this area. There's one last opportunity before the break.
Play on.
Scrum's gone down, but on we go. Esterhazen, fifth gear by the time he hit that red wall, and look at the damage he did. Scrum half gives it some air. Visa very nearly scores a second. South Africa do have a fourth, and it's the tiniest man on the pitch. Morné Vandenberg, and the Springboks will head to the tunnel with 4 tries.
On the post.
It's not a complicated sport sometimes, is it? Big man running hard. Esterhazen, one of the best in the world game. 118 kilograms. Stop me. Stop me. Runs hard, puts him on the front foot, players in momentum. As Vandenberg takes the try, but the hard work done. Big carries. Good try, South Africa.
So I've seen 3 South Africa carries off first phase. This is Esterhazen into Dan Edwards. Like you say, Jamie, no thrills. Big man against Wales' smallest man in the back line.
I think Wales knew this was going to be a very tough Saturday afternoon. South Africa head for the away dressing room with those 4 tries. Gerard Steenekamp after 8 minutes. Ethan Hooker shortly afterwards. Then Jasper Visa on the half hour. And on half-time, the scrum half, Morné Vandenberg. Half-time at the Prince Palace Stadium. in 2025 as they zone in on the World Cup in a couple of years' time. But it kind of feels, Sam, and I'd be interested to know what you might have said as captain at half-time, that Dewi Lake and the Wales team have kind of got to dig deep into their souls here to try to keep this respectable.
There's certain parts of the game, though, which they can look at and think have gone quite well. I don't think they've really managed to put ball in hand together. They've been very good in past weekends, so let's look for those opportunities. All defence and ball attacks actually been quite positive for Wales, so look for those opportunities where you can get some ascendancy in the game. Identify those things that aren't going well, of course, but lean into some of the things that are going right and try and get some change from it.
Both sides unchanged at the start of this second half. Expect changes fairly early on in the second before too long, particularly with Morgan Morse straight into the fire.
Okay, 2 meter, please. Time back on.
We'll work out where this Springbok line-out's going. It's going to Norkin.
Inside.
The big arm of Wilco Low trying to drive them through. Esterhazen. Just count the meters he's making at the moment. Vandenberg. The hooker, Grobler, very nearly there. Khaleesi looks interested. Smaller men trying to get under the radar. Steenkamp, and now the try, and it is 5. And it's not taken long at the start of this second half.
Offside.
And it's cost Wales a player as well. Tane Plumtree offside. Try scored by Wilco Low. He's asking what for.
And if it wasn't Plumtree, it was going to be probably someone like Dan Edwards, because they were getting offside as South Africa were. Again, they're stopping the South African maul quite regularly. They haven't got much sense in the maul, but then they go to the pick and go. And Esterhazen, every time he carries off first phase, he gets into the opposition team. It's actually Dewi Lake who went into on this occasion, got great go forward. Wales always struggling from that point. They had no forwards getting around the corner, which is why then Low carried into Dan Edwards. All the forwards are stuck on the floor. South Africa got excellent work rate attack. Their forwards carry, but they get back on their feet and they come around the corner again, aided by Delende 13 who can carry like a forward, Esterhazen who can carry like a forward. You've got 10 guys there who are offering themselves up 9. It's such
Visa, set up by Delende. Vandenberg sprints in for quick ball. Feinberg and Gomazulu. Willemse going this way and that. Morse over the top, but he's swept away. Feinberg and Gomazulu. Moody. Esterhazen. Oh, and Delende. Mostert. Closest to us on this near right-hand side. That's a knock-on. However, there was a penalty. Feinberg and Gomazulu goes quickly. Wales had to give ground. Feinberg and Gomazulu. Sasha FF. Solid gold. And South Africa have found themselves a good one.
It's a great finish. As you look at the disappointed Wales faces, you think for a second Wales have just got it. Speed of thought, speed of play, speed of acceleration. Wales don't want to concede another penalty. They're already down to 14 men. Just that nous to appreciate that Wales are tracking back a bit slower. How can I raise the tempo? Take a bow. Sasha Feinberg and Gomazulu. It's a great finish. 40 on the board for the Springboks. Minute 46.
Two tries at the start of this second half. He's got it all. Found space in the depleted Ireland defence for their 4th try last weekend in Dublin. Did likewise against Wales just now for their 6th in Cardiff.
His power above anything else is impressive. Yes, we know his footwork, his rugby IQ.
And it might yet work for Kane and Moody. Moody with the chase. Moody's going to win this unless the ball bounces unkindly, which it doesn't, and Moody scores. And at the end of one of Wales' most promising movements, it is South Africa who score the try. And they're just checking maybe for a knock-on. Did he gather it cleanly? That can be Wales' only hope here as Moody ran through.
Eric, please. I have a doubt about the grounding. Try yes or no, please.
Question here is where he's knocked it
Yes.
into his foot.
We need first to
It's
check
a
the
knock.
grounding, and then
Has he lost control of that, or is it still in the back of his hand? What does Eric Gozan think?
There is no knock-on at the beginning of the action. Yeah. At this moment.
This is the one.
Wait, please.
So out of his hands, off his shin, and off he goes. What do you think?
That's fine, you know, it's onto your foot.
For me, the ball
The ball doesn't
it's
hit the deck.
upward onto his foot,
goes backwards
onto his foot,
and then his kick.
and let's check again the grounding.
Okay, thank you.
So there's no knock-on on this one.
Agree, guys? Yeah. Check the time you need, Eric.
10 minutes at the start of this second half. And Feinberg, Ruben Morgan-Williams on as well, the Osprey scrum half, and here come half of South Africa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not quite, is it 6 or 7? There's Esterhazen, 7. It's not quite the whole bench, but it'll do.
You missed out Eben Etzebeth just standing there in the background like
Sounds good, Garrett.
a cue for the bus.
Thank you. I'm back on.
Attitude. Corbus Reinach about to win his 50th cap.
Yeah, please.
It's taken him 11 years since his debut to get to 50. Seems bizarre as a 35-year-old. And here they come. Bongi Mbonambi, Zach Porthen, Asanati and Slabakanya. Eben Etzebeth, Marco van Staden, then Jason Dixon, Quokka Smith, Cobus Reinach. If there's anyone left in South Africa, let us know. His 50th cap, Sia Khaleesi, the captain amongst those to make way. It's extraordinary.
Okay, there's knock on white.
Murray with the advantage.
Advantage over.
Give it a go. The advantage didn't last long, but Murray might profit from this, not quite.
Carry on.
Willems are down quickest, and here goes Hooker looking for two. He's got so many options. One of them is Norkia.
Hold on.
Etzebeth,
Advantage. Buckler.
Dielende, Wales conceding the penalty. This is young Zach Porthen, only 21. Feinberg and Gomazulu, Willemse, and then laid away by Quokka Smith, and the try to be scored by the man who's impressed as much as anyone, Andre Esterhazen. And it's 4 now in the opening 13 minutes of this second half. And South Africa not just turning the screw, but bringing out the hammer.
Damien Willemse was exceptional in that sequence of play. He got the ball back from the chip kick through, did really well to run it back, beat a few defenders, then this bit of handling from himself. He's just hanging behind Ngomazulu there, catches it at 15, gives that ball away. They got three players in that 15-metre channel. He acts as that second distributor.
Some consoling words from Martin Williams, Wales team manager. It is being checked, by the way, by the bloke in the bunker, Andrew Jackson. More than a yellow. Feinberg and Gomazulu well enough to contemplate this conversion, and that's the first he's missed today. South Africa, however, beyond the half century, and there's still 25 minutes to go.
It's 54 points, 54 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Remember?
Wales need to really work hard to make sure the scoreline doesn't reflect the time throughout the course of the rest of the second half. They've got to do it with 14 men. The next 9 minutes in the bunker review.
Laken Wales, is this the moment that the captain drives them to the line?
Play on.
Loose ball. It's the Wales ball. And Alex Mann. South Africa have it back. What a game he has had.
He's been immense. Esterhuizen's been immense. What I'm really impressed with is how much that defensive set meant to South Africa, despite the fact they're 54-0 up. He gets in before the two Wales players, holds on to that ball, rightly wins that penalty. There was a monster hit on Derry Lake on the tap and go, and Wales.
Mbonambi to the tail, and Jason Dixon and Esterhuizen again. He's almost run to the Severn Bridge and back again over the course of this match. It's just been an extraordinary performance. Dixon again lays it up, and then he's in there to clear the ball away. Reinach gives it some width. Springboks hungry for more. Dixon lays it up, and they have another. And he bowls it away. Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu. And this is now heading into the realms of Wales' worst ever defeat here in Cardiff. They are being blown away.
He's caught the bottom of the flag, didn't he? Talking about that golfing class, Nick, you know, Sam mentioned earlier that the main...
Oh, hang on.
Quickly.
Feinberg and Ngomazulu again doing things a little bit differently to pick out Dialende. A dozen minutes to go. And then this is Mbonambi. South Africa with the tempting prospect of a 10th try. Here's Ben Jason Dixon. Thornton drives it towards the line.
No hands, red!
Nortje awaits. It looks as if the ball's going to go the other way. It is Nortje. It's 10. It's total domination. How on earth do you stop these Boks? Continuing to push the green envelope, continuing to take this game to new levels.
Yeah. The outcome seemed inevitable, didn't it? Power game. I was about to say, Sam, the facets that make up Test rugby: kicking game, set piece, gain line dominance. It has been a maul-in today. They've had to display that absolutely ruthless Springboks performance.
Okay, advantage.
The battle for the ball, and
Advantage.
South Africa have it.
Second one, offside.
And Wales desperately hanging on here. Reinach goes digging, Exhibit. It is ruthless, relentless, remorseless. Underlining that it's never been this bad for Wales.
Seen so many of the backs, because 7 forwards obviously swapped on the 50th minute, but those backs all been so influential. Ngomazulu, Willemse, great distributors, great under the high ball, good kick strategy from him. Moody's been excellent in the loose, and Esterhuizen's just been an absolute monster ball in hand.
Not sure we've ever been in contact back, so surely a...
Esterhuizen. Moody.
What's happened?
Whistle blown because there's a fight on halfway.
Guys!
That's in the air for 14 seconds.
Yeah, but
How is it not a more?
the ball's still moving.
Yeah, but then it stopped on the floor for 5 seconds, so Lewis didn't roll away on the ball.
Well, this is a lively end to the year. Evan Exhibit. Alex Mann, by the looks of things. It's interesting to see 21-year-old Zach Thornton, the man in the middle of it all, telling the older blokes to calm down.
Just a scuffle between the number 5 and this guy.
Yes.
Guys, come in. Please,
Come on,
stay here. It's fine. Come there. You've left 2 minutes and a half. Yeah. If I need to talk to you one more time, you go to the bench. This is clear? Okay, good, sir. Go, David. Scrum.
Oh, let's have a look at the replay. Alex
Scrum.
Mann was claiming that his eye was
What do you
gouged,
want to
and
check?
there is certainly a stray thumb from Ebenezer-Beck.
Contact with the eye by number. This is the only angle that we have.
Number 19, white, with a thumb in the eyes, is permanent red card.
Well, the game can't mess around with moments like that. Thumb to the eyes, and it is a big red blot at the end of South Africa's 2025, but it is hard to argue against it, as hard as Ebenezer-Beck does. He's gone. South Africa down to 14, and his year ends in a flurry of red.
No! You're from the side. No! Easy.
Really starting to flare up here.
Yeah. Captain, it's gonna be 10 meter more. Okay? 10 more meter.
By Reinach. And Wales' agony brought to a close. Battered in Cardiff like they have never been battered before. It takes the very best, maybe the best ever, to post totals like this, and that is unquestionably these South Africans, these Springboks, who end the year with a record-breaking flourish. Final score, Wales 0, South Africa 73, 7-3. Wales 0, South Africa 73. Player of the match.
Yeah, player of the match is that gentleman in shot there, Andre Esterhuizen. I'm not sure I've seen too many ball carrying displays in recent years as dominant as that. He was absolutely magnificent.